5 months ago, I damaged my Pokemon card on purpose trying to get a PSA 1 grade. I can't believe I'm doing this right now. Oh God, this is ridiculous. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is insane. What am I doing? I'll link part 1 in the description so you can watch that to see how that went. But the basic premise of it and why I damaged my card on purpose is because PSA 1s were selling, and we'll find out in a second if they still are selling for more, but they were selling for more than PSA 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, almost even 6s, which makes absolutely no sense in my opinion. PSA 1, you think worse condition. PSA 5, better condition. However, there's just something going on in the market. PSA 1s are more valuable than PSA 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I had a approximately PSA 5 condition card. I bent it in half on purpose to try to get the PSA 1 to see if we could sell it for more money than it would have got as its current condition in a PSA 5. I've got the results right here. Let's take a look at it. Did I make the right decision? Did we get the PSA 1? Am I an idiot? So, surprise, yes, I am an idiot. But still, did I make the right decision? Are we going to make a little bit of money? Let's dig into it. All right, so let's look at this card. Here she is in all her glory. Here's the back. So let's take a look here. So right off the bat, you can see top. Right here, there's a big kind of curled crease right by my left thumb if we shine it in the right properly. So this particular piece of damage was here before I did the main piece of damage down here, but this piece of damage was here when I bought the card. So I think with that, just right there, this card would have maxed out at a 4 or a 5 in my opinion. Taking a look at the edges, we've got some whitening along the top, but nothing too crazy. Let's look at the right edge. Going down, bottom edge has a decent chunk of whitening as well. But overall, it is. I would say it would get a 4 or 5 before we did what we did. So that is kind of the current condition there, or the previous condition before I did what I did and committed a blasphemous act and bent in half a Pokemon card, the most iconic Pokemon card in the game. So here is the main crease that I did it myself. Still don't feel great about it, but we did it anyways. Here it is, bent. Just straight through, just bend it through. You see that I did it on the bottom here. Did not want to bend it through the hollow foil. So little bit of a strategy, even though I'm a complete idiot for doing this. Did it with a little bit of strategy. Tried not to bend it through the most important part of the card, which is the hollow foil. So let's take a look at the front here. So front condition, really not bad. So a lot of the times you'll see like this little black speck right here by my left thumb. A lot of time on these really damaged condition cards, you'll see kind of that gunk black dirt throughout the card, but this one's not too bad. If I just covered up the crease, look at it from far away, decent, 4 or 5. That's what I thought. So let's go ahead and reveal the grade. Boom, we got the 1. So we were successful, got the PSA 1. Was actually, it's just such a weird thing, such a funny thing to be looking at the grade results. Like I sent this along with some other modern cards to get graded, and I was obviously looking for the 10 on all of those, but scrolling through 10, was really pleased with the results, and I'm like getting to the bottom because this was the last card that I put in the sub, and I knew that I wanted the 1, and we scrolled down, saw the 1 on the submission report, and was super pumped. Just a weird feeling, like I've been mentioning altogether, that this is just a strange thing that I'm doing, but got the 1. So we got the PSA 1, which is what we're looking for. I actually went ahead and was able to sell this. So I sold it last night. Buy it now, $204.99. So $204.99. Confirm payment. Going to ship it out on Tuesday. Tomorrow is Labor Day, so going to get that out to the customer. But this confirm payment, $204.99, was really pleased with that sale. I believe the last 3 sales before I was able to sell this were also $204.99. So comp-driven market went ahead and just wanted to get this sold so I could actually make this video and dig into it. But was really pleased with that number, $204.99. So I did make that sale. So there is the card. So let's jump over and take a quick look at the most recent PSA 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 sales, just to compare that to. So In the previous video, in part 1, we went through all those sales, all those numbers. And let's go ahead and compare them because we know the market, it's been 5 months. 5 months is a decent chunk of time. Markets can change over the course of a few days, a few weeks, definitely 5 months. So let's just make sure and look at the numbers as they stand right now that we have. So starting off with this PSA 2 copy that recently sold about a week ago for $147.50 plus $5.05 shipping. So again, if you're new to this video, I haven't checked out part 1 yet. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? PSA 1 just showed you there. Just showed a PSA 1 copy, sold it for $205, and now we're looking at a PSA 2 copy here that sold for $50 less than that. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So you would think, let's jump up to the PSA 3. Let's take a look at that. You would think that that would definitely sell for more than the PSA 1 copy at $205. So let's take a look at the PSA 3. Now, I don't have an exact number for this because, as you can see, it's a best offer accepted. But recently, Dave and Adams, their second appearance in as many videos for me. But Dave and Adams sold for less than $170 for a PSA 3 copy. So I didn't take the time to look on a different site to find out the exact number. But we know for a fact it's lower than $170.95. Crazy. It's just nuts. So remember, again, my PSA 1 copy, confirmed sale, $205. PSA 3 copy, about $30 less than that, which, hey, whatever it is, the market's the market, but this is one of those weird market inefficiencies. Let's jump to a PSA 4 sale recently here. We've got on the 23rd of August recently, $160. Buy it now on eBay for a PSA 4 copy of this card. Again, it's just not computing in my brain here. This is just one of those weird things with the Pokemon market. Decided to exploit it, make a couple fun videos with it, and again here. So my card was about approximately a 4 or a 5, probably a 5 with that kind of dent and kind of creasing at the top of the card. So this is a likely grade that I was looking at when I bought the card raw for $100. And I believe $15, $119 with shipping. So if I would have graded it, $120, let's just say all in with shipping, $15 grading with PSA, we're at $135, and I'd be able to sell it for $160 minus eBay fees. I'd be breaking even at best minus eBay fees and shipping. So, in my opinion, I made the right choice. Let's keep digging in and looking at the numbers. PSA 5 copy. This is a poor guy. Had a tough sale here. PSA 5 copy for $115 shipped. Just if he would have bent it in half and just watched my video and taken my super smart advice to damage your card on purpose, he would have made almost doubled his money there. And then finally, let's get to the PSA 6 copy that just barely beat out my PSA 1 copy. So $202 plus $810 shipping, $210.10 all in. Just barely $5 more for this PSA 6 copy with that the sale on eBay there, that auction that sold in the middle of July. So again, a PSA 6 copy, you would think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rungs above what I had. It would scale up appropriately in the same scale that you would expect. So that's just not the case. The market likes PSA 1s, whatever the case may be. I don't know. Don't understand it personally. You can. This is a repeatable thing. I'll speculate. PSA 1s are less common, even though they're less, you would think they're less desirable, but they're much less common in the pop report. They come up for sale less often. Sometimes people like to complete the PSA 1 through 10 collection, so they want to get a card of whatever card they're going for in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 10. That is a common, collection goal that I've seen, so that is probably why one of these inefficiencies is in the works here, because the ones are tough to get to complete that set. That's one thing I can think of that could be taking place. Another just quick thought that I have before we'll wrap it up here is that I don't want to crap on the market too much and just say, you guys are all idiots, like I damaged this, haha, like look at you dummies, like I screwed you and did something and you're all stupid. So I essentially not a lot of people, not everyone is comfortable in grading. In sending the whole process, you have to package them up properly, make sure you're completing the submission forms correctly. You mail out your valuable collectibles, and they're kind of just in the wind in the mail for a while. And then you have to wait several months for them to come back. A lot of people aren't comfortable and don't know how and don't want to do that process. So I am comfortable with that. I've done that several times. So I am, in a way, providing a service. So if somebody really wants to complete that, 1 through 10 set or whatever, they want the one because it's a funny joke, or they just, whatever the case may be, why ever this particular card has value to them, there's less of them on the market, and they're not comfortable with grading one on their own, because you would think you could just, hey, buy a 5-copy, bend it in half, send it off. Here you go. You get what you want. So I am providing that service. I don't want to completely crap on the people that are buying this and just make them feel dumb and say this is crazy, in that sense, because I am providing that service, and I know how to grade, know how to submit. So although I don't totally agree with the reasons for this, and it doesn't make it. It's kind of crazy in a sense. I don't want to just completely talk down to the people who may have purchased this and maybe seeking out those PSA 1 copies. And then finally, the last point is sometimes you could, bend it in half, and you're going for the one. You're like, yes, I've got the one. I bent it in half. I damaged it. And the grader that day at PSA could decide to give you a 2. So this card, let's take a look at it again. I showed it to you. This very well could have gotten a 2 from whatever grader decided to grade it that day, even a 3. So there's no guarantee that once you damage it, send it in, it's gonna get the one that you wanted as well. So people may not, if they're going for that one, may not be willing to kind of take that chance to waste a grading fee to send it off. So I'm trying to explain reasons why there might be some kind of value placed on this particular card, but in my opinion, it's just a little bit overinflated there for what it's worth. But those are some potential explanations for people wondering the nuances of the market and why this might be possible. So, in conclusion, this play was a success. First of all, I was able to get 2 fun YouTube videos out in a part 1 and a part 2, and just have fun recording them and sharing this experience with the community. And then second of all, I made $45 net profit after grading, after shipping both ways, after eBay fees, and made $45 net profit. So it didn't take a whole lot of work, had fun making the videos, and made almost $50 profit. So it was a win-win-win from all sides for me. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this little experiment that I did, following along with me. If you enjoyed this, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel. I look forward to making more content like this in the future. Really appreciate everybody who follows along and watches my channel. So appreciate that. So everybody have a great Labor Day weekend. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.